All right, Association of American Railroad Safety and Operations, Part 4, the Railroad Rules of Manufacturing, Installation, Location, Operation, Testing of the Railway Master Track Scales, 2013 Table of the Contents, Manufacturing, Installation, Location, Length, Scale Pit, Maintenance, Repair, Housekeeping, Testing, Calibration, Field Calibration of the Scales, Testing, Weight Car, amended 2011. Um, Tables, Master Track Scale Tolerance, Counterpoise, Weighing Tolerance, Note that the railway track master scales have high precision weighing instruments that are employed to calibrate the track scales, test weighing cars. The scales provide the link with the traceability between the National Institute of Standard and Technology railway track scales used to weigh railway cars and necessary used under state law. Such scales cannot be used to perform routine weighing of the railway cars, but not and must not be expected to perform the service except for that which is designated and intended. 4.1. Manufacturing installation. Master truck scales should be mechanically manufactured and installed essentially with specified revenue track and scales. Part 2 is basic specification manufacturing installation of the railway track scales. On this manual, the 4.1.2, the scale should be on the sufficient capacity to accommodate with the heaviest anticipated test load. 4.1.3, weigh beam should have the capacity equal to the scale minimum graduations of 2 pounds or less. The weigh bridge 1414, weigh bridge design shall be such a maximum deflection of the main girder. The main beam shall not exceed 1/12,000th of the span between the sections. 4.2 location. Master truck scales should be conveniently located to minimize the hall switching delays afforded with the ease assessed for the testing of the maintenance. Assessed sufficient tangent should be provided with either the side of the scale. The approach with the track on either side of the scale should be level without the joints. The distance of 20 feet. The gap between the weigh rails. The approach of the rails should not be less than 1/8 of an inch or no more than 3/8 of an inch. The master track scale must be housed inside a building to protect them. The elements of provision adequate ventilation and temperature control. 4.3 length. The scale should be sufficient length to accommodate the longest test car. Section 4.4 scale pit. A pit should be provided with the easiest access, ample lighting, sufficient headroom, adequate ventilation, means of removing the water to maintain a dry pit. Section 4.5 maintenance and repairs. 4.5 required maintenance which may affect the calibration of the scale should be performed with just prior to the scheduled test. After the as found test, all maintenance of the scale should be performed under the supervision authority of the person in charge of the scaling. 4.5.3 the repairs should be made with the needed following any repairs requirement. Arrangements should be made as soon as possible to schedule the verification test. Section 4.6 housekeeping. The master track scale should be kept in the best condition of all times. The scale and associated with them must not be used in the storage or place of the work other than weight adjustment with the test of the car. Maintenance of or repair of the test cars or other equipment while on the scales is prohibited. 4.7 testing and calibration. 1996. 4.7.1. A railway master track should be tested at least once each year by agency that has delegated the responsibility. The agency shall maintain the document certifying that all the test standards are traceable in compliance with the specification tolerance set forth in the National Institute of Standard and Technology. All railway master track scales shall be tested, certified, and approved standards complying with above. Testing of the calibration which should be conducted in accordance with the test and the calibration of the National Institute of Standard and Technology. Under the United States Department of Agricultural, Grain Inspection, Packers, Stockyards Administration, or USDA, PSA. Tolerance and railway master track scales should be listed with the Table 1 where adopted with the National Institute of Standard Technology. They contain with the publication 4.7.2 the tolerances are applied to the respective maximum air developed under the test load applied on 5 feet of the wheelbase supported with the 5 equidistant positions along the way of the rail. Table 4.1 shows the master track tolerance, the test loads of the pounds and kilograms, the tolerances, and the adjustments. The tolerance counterposed weight for Table 2. The use of the master scales have adopted the National Institute of Standard and Technology. 4.2 is the counterpoise weighing tolerance. The weight in pounds for the grains and milligrams. 10, 26, 10, 4, 8, 3, 5, 3s, 4, 2, 2 pounds, 1.5 grams, 1.1 grams. Section 4.8 field calibration of the track scale testing weight car amended in 2011. When a test weight car cannot be calibrated to the master track scale due to logistic and mechanical constraints, the car owner may request the appropriate agency and perform the field calibration of the test weight of the car on a single giraffe static weighing mechanical track scale. In such instances, the scale should be prepared with the testing agents utilizing the National Institute of Standardized Testing, U.S. Department of Agricultural, Grain Inspection, Packers, Stockyard Administration. The practice for the control described in the section applied for the boundary of the United States of Canada, and the practices shall amend the required law regulation respective to the national jurisdiction of civil subdivision. All right, Association of American Railroad Safety Operations Part 5 Vehicle Scales.